Hello and welcome to the 2017 Friendswood 4th of July Grand Parade. I'm Dave Smith.
And I'm Laura Ewing, and we welcome you on this beautiful day as we celebrate America's history and freedom with 4th of July in Friendswood, Texas.
Laura, as we get ready for the parade to begin, here's a little Friendswood 4th of July history. In the spring of 1895, two men, Frank Jacob Brown and Thomas Hadley Lewis, they established a community right here. Quakers are a religious group. They're also called Friends. More families came and joined them, and they called this area Friendswood.
According to the City of Friendswood official historian Jacinto Baker, they actually had the very first July 4th celebration that year. And she tells us that the people of Friendswood have celebrated the 4th of July every single year since. They didn't have parades, carnivals, concerts, and fireworks like we do today, but they always set aside time to thank God for the nation's founding fathers and for the freedom and the liberty that we still enjoy today. So Friendswood has been celebrating the 4th of July in one way or another every single year since 1895. Today is the 122nd year in a row, the longest consecutive streak in America. Happy birthday, America.
You know, this year, here while we're at the parade broadcast in front of Friendswood City Hall, we've got Friendswood Senior High School senior Katie Malloy. She is out and about doing some reporting.
And Katie is at the parade lineup near the intersection of Friendswood Drive and Heritage Drive. Katie, what's going on up there?
I'm at the start of the parade where all the floats are gearing up and getting ready to ride down Friendswood Drive in the annual 4th of July parade. There are a lot of patriotic floats, but this one really stands out to me. This is Troop 143022, and I'm with a couple girls to ask them questions about today. Hi, y'all. How are y'all doing?
Good.
So, have y'all ever ridden in the 4th of July parade before?
No.
So, do y'all know what to expect or not really?
Not really.
Have y'all watched it?
Yes. I only watched the big Thanksgiving parade in Mobile City.
So, are y'all super excited? Do y'all feel like rock stars getting to go down and wave at everybody?
Yeah.
What are y'all most excited about?
Singing.
You're going to sing on the float? Really?
That's what I want to do.
What do you want to do on the float?
I want to
Do you want to wave at everyone?
no.
You don't want to wave?
I want to sing.
You want to sing? Y'all look like a singing float. We'll be looking forward to that later, Dave and Lisa. I'll see you guys back at City Hall later.
Thanks, Katie. Again, welcome to the Friendswood 4th of July parade, appropriately started off by Captain Josh Rogers in a police car. You know, while we're enjoying our 4th of July, our first responders are watching out after us. More, we've got the Knights of Columbus with us. They were founded in 1882 on the principles of charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism.
The order was formed to render financial aid to members and their families. Membership in the Knights of Columbus has grown to 1.9 million worldwide.
Marching today in their full regalia are the 4th degree Sir Knights of the Knights of Columbus. Their principle is to support and promote patriotism. The Knights of Columbus Bishop Wendell and Nolan, Assembly Number 2, Grade 4. Hey, Laura, there's our Grand Marshal. Trish Hanks and her husband Bruce, along with those grandkids. Congratulations to Trish.
4th of July in Friendswood is a big deal to my family. We've attended every parade and almost every fireworks show. Now we can sit in our front yard and watch them. And so to be the Grand Marshal in my town and in a holiday that's so important is a big deal, and I feel very humbled, but I also feel very excited and honored.
And thank you for serving the city students so well.
You know, Trish has been superintendent for 15 years. Altogether, 32 years in Friendswood ISD and a 40-year career education. Here comes our FISD school board. Riding on the bus with them is Rebecca Hillenberg, Vice President Tony Hopkins, Friendswood alumni. Hey, there's our mayor today, Kevin Holland.
And right behind him is Jim Hill, a member of our city council and mayor pro tem. And then we have Steve Rocky, also a member of the council.
Coming up behind Steve, our newest council member, Sally Branson.
Good morning, good morning.
Council member Mike Foreman. Mike's a retired astronaut. Riding with him is his wife Lori and their family. Carl Gustafson, elected in 2013 and re-elected in 2016. He's a project manager and an engineer in addition to being our council member.
And then we have, following him, Ken Clark, who is county commissioner. He has served for many years.
And right behind Ken comes U.S. Congressman Randy Weber. He was first elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 2012, representing the 14th Congressional District. Laura, I think there's a homegrown boy coming up here.
I believe you're absolutely
You recognize
right.
that guy?
That is Larry Taylor, and his mom is in the car with him as well. That's very exciting. He has 2 grandchildren he's very proud to brag about, and 3 children of his own.
Hey, that's State Representative Greg Bonnet and his family. That's Kim and the kids right there. They've got 2 daughters. They're actively engaged in school, church, and community programs.
And you know what? We need to make sure he has a brother who actually serves as a representative as well. And so, but Greg is our representative for this area.
That's a shout out to his brother Dennis.
And then we have Judge Lonnie Cox, who has served. Oh, and also Cheryl Johnson, both in the same parade, float together.
Constable Jerry Fisher following up, elected official in Galveston County since 1997. His precinct includes Friendswood as well as other portions of League City and Dickinson.
And then we have Justice of the Peace, Kathleen McCumber. And she has been the Justice of the Peace serving Friendswood since January of 2003.
Laura, this is the surfer judge, John Ellisor. You know, he was the first Republican judge elected into that bench since Reconstruction.
Amazing. And now we have John Grady, who is for City Court.
That's County Court number
County
1,
Court
Laura.
number 1.
There's our County Judge, Mark Henry, coming up in that old car.
And now we have Sheriff Henry Trushesat, who has been the Galveston County Sheriff's Office for more than 30 years. And he is now riding in a 5-ton military troop carrier that is owned by his brother. On board is the sheriff and his family members and some of the supporters of his staff.
Laura, I believe that is Jack Brody, a district attorney, riding in that old Ford truck.
And then we have the Friendswood ISD Transportation. And this department maintains and operates a fleet of 50 school buses and is responsible for the maintenance and upkeep of the vehicles and to make sure that they have safe drivers who support our kids. And so we are very happy for their service.
Absolutely.
And look, they are even congratulating and thanking Trish Hanks, who has been our superintendent and is now retired.
Laura, we've got a special guest with us today from our Keep Friendswood Beautiful. That is Figgy, the official mascot.
Hey, Figgy. Keep Friendswood Beautiful is a huge supporter of the beauty of our city.
Laura, that's the Chick-fil-a Cow coming right behind them there. And our Chamber of Commerce. If you buy a ticket, you could win that truck.
Absolutely.
Laura, one of the best traditions that we have with the Friendswood 4th of July parade is our bicycles.
And you know, there are so many children and their parents who line up every single year and they deck out their bicycles and they dress up to show their patriotic spirit. And we are so glad to have them participating again in our parade. Look at how decorated they are.
They're doing a great job.
They are doing a great job.
I know some of my kids' first memories of participating in the Friendswood 4th was decorating their bikes and making that long, hot ride down Friendswood Drive.
Which means the parents did too.
Laura, it goes without saying we wouldn't have a 4th of July celebration in Friendswood without the hard work of a lot of people. Let's just list off of some of the folks that have been such a big help. We got the ACU of Texas Credit Union, Advantage BMW Mini of Clear Lake, Boy Scout Troop 445, of course Chick-fil-a, and Clayton Johnson, Clear Creek ISD, Co-America Bank, Cross Point Communications,
Daniel Gage of Sheer Pleasure, Dunn Brothers Coffee, and Graphics, First Baptist Church of Friendswood, Friendswood Chamber of Commerce, Friendswood EMS, and Friendswood ISD. Oh, this is Matt Robinson. Matt Robinson is a member of the Friendswood Independent School District Board of Trustees. And so we're very glad to see him. They work very hard to make sure that our students are getting the best education they possibly can.
Laura, coming up, we've got AA Gymnastics Academy. They're located right behind our Friendswood Public Library, and they serve kids ages 4 and up, starting from beginners all the way to competitive gymnastics. They are home of state and regional champions, celebrating 38 years being involved in the Friendswood 4th of July parade.
Well, before the parade began, we checked in with our parade reporter, Katie Malloy, at the lineup area. Now we have a little break in the parade. Let's check in again.
You know, Katie and our photographer, Antonio, actually on a unit in the parade, coming down Friendswood Drive. Katie, what float are you on?
Well, as you can see, I have the best seat in the house today for the parade. I mean, the energy is crazy. I'm waving, people are cheering, and of course, I'm not on this truck alone. I have some people joining me today. Hi, what's your name?
Jack,
Hi, Jack. How old are you?
10.
10? How does a 10-year-old get on a fire truck? That's so cool.
My grandpa volunteers as a firefighter.
Well, tell him I said thank you for his service. Hi, how old are you?
6.
Are you Jack's brother?
Yes.
What's your favorite part about being in the parade?
Let my grandpa drive the fire truck.
Is he driving the fire truck right now?
Not today.
Not.
He does.
Hi, what's your name?
Holly,
How many years have you been in the parade?
7 years.
And what does 4th of July mean to you?
It's our parade, it's our town, it's all of our family and our friends coming out to watch.
Yes, is this your favorite part of 4th of July?
I do love the parade. Makes me happy to live in Friendswood.
Me too. Thank you so much. Well, I will see you at City Hall. I'll be looking and waving for y'all. Back to you.
You know, that's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, reporting from a fire truck in the Friendswood July 4th Grand Parade.
We got the Friendswood High School cheerleaders coming up, the spirit of Friendswood.
There are actually 41 cheerleaders at Friendswood this year, Friendswood High School this year. And then behind, we have the football team, the Friendswood High School varsity football team. And the Mustangs are heading into this football season with some big shoes to fill.
We want to take a moment to thank the City of Friendswood staff who have been working very hard on the parade, the carnival and booths, and the event concert and fireworks. They include James Toney, Director of Parks and Recreation, Kimberly Ramirez, Michael Boyette, Heather Whitty, Katie Blanchard, Gary Williams, Jeannie Baladeres, Jamie Eubanks, Paul Stacy, Caleb Mull,
as well as Matthew Diaz, Caleb Harbin, Kirk Clausen, Lalo Aza, Rob Voss, Salvador Espitia, Mac Mescueda, Jose Ibarra, Jorge Paz, and Salvino Chapa.
The Friendswood High School Marching Band has been a consistent UIL regional, area, and state qualifier. They have also placed in Bands of America marching contests throughout the area and the state. The Friendswood High School Marching Band.
of course, coming right after our band are the Friendswood High School Wranglerettes. The Wranglerettes are under the direction of Alyssa Goza and Stephanie Snyder. And this is their 45th anniversary of the pride and joy of Friendswood High School. And we're honored to carry the tradition and excellence of this performing organization. And now we have the Friendswood Youth Lacrosse. They have hosted several lacrosse competitions right here in Friendswood. It is a program for boys and girls in kindergarten through the 8th grade with a membership of over 150 players. They want you are invited to come by their booth to learn more about the Texas' fastest growing sport on 2 feet.
We've got the Friendswood Colts Little League and Cheer Team, a true tradition of excellence.
And following them is a new group.
That's Paige Anderson.
And that is Paige Anderson behind them. And she is queen of the 4th of July parade via Westwood Elementary.
The Friendswood FFA chapter was established in 1989 and currently has a membership of 95 students. Their advisors are Trevel Rifle and Rachel Hultz.
And next we have Billy Enix, who is running for Galveston County Commissioner Precinct 4. He actually served 6 years on Friendswood City Council, and as we said, he is running for County Commissioner Precinct 4, which includes Friendswood area.
Dr. Kuthan, DMV, MSc, PhD, began City Hospital in Friendswood for Animals in 2011. The state-of-the-art hospital serves more than 10,000 pet owners in and around the Friendswood area. I see our Friendswood Volunteer Fire Department represented well today.
You know, the Friendswood 4th of July Grand Parade just begins a full day and evening of many, many events. After the parade concludes, we will go over to our park and we will have many activities there. Then this evening we have a concert and we have fireworks, and it's all made possible by so many hardworking people and organizations. So we'd like to thank them right now. Friendswood Police Department, Friendswood Volunteer Fire Department, Gimme a Bark, HEB, Interstate Barricades, John Dawson, Fox 26 News, Jordan Smith, Smith Speed Industrial, Knights of Columbus, Lansdowne Moody,
Lash Out, Lexus of Clear Lake, the Lighthouse Charity Team, the Lone Star Squadron, Marietta Benson, Mary Queen Catholic Church, McAllister's Deli, and Mercedes-Benz of Clear Lake. We'd like to thank Radio Now 92.1 and Ron Carter of Leak City, SC Management, Sonic, Sunbelt Rentals, Tanis Construction, and Terry Vaughn RV.
And the list continues. The Gathering Committee, the REMAX Skydiving Team, TM Photography, UTR Texas Realtors, Waste Connections, Intense Party Supply, and BJ's Restaurant.
The City of Friendswood has a number of volunteer commissions, boards, and committees. They work very hard to make Friendswood a better place to live, work, and raise a family. The hardest working committee today is the 4th of July Steering Committee, and its members are made up of Barbara Blanchard, Daryl Fales, Judy Alejandro, Kathy Molinaro, Christine, Michelle, Stacy, and Tony Scarpa, Renee Rives,
and also Rufino Ramirez, Terry Corbett, Tommy McDonald, Lucy Waltz, representing the Chamber of Commerce, Sherry Forward, Friendswood Police Department Liaison, and Corey Kirkland. And we thank them all. You know, after the parade today, awards are given out in 7 different categories and a best overall prize by the 4th of July Steering Committee. This year, our parade judges on the front lawn of City Hall are Scott and Julie Holche, James and Julie Taylor, and Dana and Carol Ross. The winners will receive trophies later today.
We've got a special entry today, number 47 in the camo car. That is Amanda Canning. Amanda's brother, Lance Corporal Wesley J. Canning from Friendswood, was killed in Iraq on November the 10th, 2004. She wanted to do something special that would honor her brother, so she had her car wrapped in digital camo with tank tracks on the side, his silhouette holding an American flag on the hood, along with his unit's patch, Marine Corps emblem, and other decals. It's her mission to keep his memory alive. We've got Rachel Emerson as Miss Teen Lone Star Texas 2017 and Miss Teen United America.
And we also have Brothers Produce. They are a Friendswood-based company, and they are the largest fresh fruit and vegetable distributor in the state of Texas.
Laura, I see we've got Domino's Pizza's new smart cars. They call those onboard warming ovens and more. It's a DXP, a specially designed vehicle that's created exclusively for the world leader in pizza delivery, Domino's.
We now have Girl Scout Troop 143022, and they are second-year daisies. They are first graders from Klein, Westwood, Wedgwood, and Galloway elementary schools. The girls enjoy working on patches, socializing, and living this Girl Scout law and promise.
This is a special float with some special friends. It's a group of about 50 mentally and physically challenged individuals that meet at Mary Queen Catholic Church for educational, therapeutical, recreational, and social programs for enhancement of individuals. The Arbor Experts, they provide tree trimming for residential and commercial clients. They work with all the local utility companies. It's great to have them with us today.
And you know what the next vehicle we have coming down the way is God is Giggling Girls Red Hat Chapter 83598. Here is God's Giggling Girls Red Hat Chapter. These ladies are saluting American Texan style with a typical 4th of July picnic. And they are dolled up in their red hats and that are also purple and red.
Laura, we've got the Reach Church celebrating the 4th of July with us, located off of Whispering Pines.
And now we have coming up to our stand is the Texas Beer Refinery. And Texas Beer Refinery's beers can be found in places throughout Friendswood and across 13 Houston counties.
It's our Texas Corvette Club. The Space City Corvette Club is comprised of people who share the same passion for the Corvette. They welcome all generations. They're dedicated to the organization's principles of charity events. They do cruises, car shows, and many other fun activities. They raise money for local and national charities, including the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and Texas EquiSearch. Dave, next we have the Bluebonnet military motor pool. And not only do we appreciate all the hard work that they do in keeping us safe, but they are very dedicated to restoration, preservation, and display of military vehicles of all the wartime eras and from all the different countries. We've got some fine examples of Jeeps and Hummers, personnel carriers. These guys do a great job keeping up with the vehicles. Representing the sons and daughters of Pearl Harbor survivors. We've got some good-looking Bluebonnet Antique Tractor Club tractors coming up. A group of restored antique farm tractors, wagon, and other implements.
You know, they are out of Pearland, and they were founded by Larry Steed, who has spent his whole life around tractors and heavy equipment. He always enjoys working the farm with that equipment. You know, these types of tractors and the equipment that our farmers use are what put our food on our tables in Texas and across the United States. So next we have the Houston Area Flat Fender Jeep Club. And the Houston Area Flat Fender Jeep Club was formed back in 2007 by former Pearland Fire Chief and Fire Marshal Larry Steed, a longtime antique Jeep owner.
Welcome to Heritage Park Fire Department and their beautiful fire truck celebrating the 4th of July with us today. There's the Forest Bend fire trucks. Folks, the Pearland Area Runners is a social running group that helps runners to train for the Houston Chevron Marathon and the Ramco Half Marathon in January each year. This is the Pearland Area Road Runners.
And now we have the Southside Roller Derby that is celebrating 11 years of women's roller derby. Members are from Friendswood and surrounding areas. The women and youth of Southside Roller Derby practice at Pearwood Skate 3 days a week.
This is Coastal Foot and Ankle, serving the Bay Area, Dr. Mark Moss, 1 foot at a time.
Next we have a classic car, a 1930 Model A Deluxe Coupe that is owned by Jim Hayes of Santa Fe. And Cynthia Orser is on as well. The car as well.
We've got the Anson Jones Masonic Lodge represented in the fire truck today. We've got the Masonic Lodges 1462 and 1401 represented on their float today. The Military Officers Association of America is a nonprofit veterans association dedicated to maintaining a strong national defense and ensuring our nation keeps its commitment to the served, retired, and former members of the uniformed services and their families.
And now we have the Carnes Parade Crew. And this is a 1954 restored antique fire truck pulling a trailer with restored antique circus Carolee. Cub
Scout Pack 442 coming up. If you've got a son aged 7 to 11, contact 442 and make sure he doesn't miss out on their values-driven program. Cub Scouting is the first step to a journey to earning the title recognized around the globe, the Eagle Scout.
And now we have the Houston leader in Christian music radio station at KJIC 90.5 FM.
Girl Scout Troop 14301 was established in 2013. They're an active troop that currently consists of 12 brownies that are headed to 4th grade. These girls love to go on camping trips, earn their badges, and sell cookies. This is their second year to participate in our 4th of July parade.
And you know, we love our cars and our parades, and this is the San Jacinto Corvette Club. And it's a social organization formed for the purpose of gaining information on, exchanging ideas about, hosting or sponsoring Corvette-oriented activities and events, and mutual enjoyment of America's sports cars, the Chevrolet Corvette. The club was actually formed in 1957. Currently it has 205 members, some from Friendswood. Today we have 16 cars and 27 people in the parade. A Corvette car show at the Kemah Boardwalk each spring benefits Kids Harbor and Liverpool. And it is a strong mission to help with abused and abandoned children of Texas.
This wonderful old fire truck is sponsored by Jim Bolgier for Galveston County Commissioner, Precinct 4. That is Terry McKee's 1976 Corvette. You know, if you've been with us from the start of the broadcast, we saw our reporter, Katie Malloy, at the parade lineup, then later actually on a fire truck in the parade.
And she is now at the very end of the route. Katie, that must have been so much fun being in the parade from start to finish.
I sure did have so much fun today. I was cheering and celebrating with the whole entire city of Friendswood, not to mention on a fire truck. Thank you to the Friendswood Volunteer Fire Department and everybody that was on the ride with me today for letting me join. Right now I'm at Stevenson Park where the parade has now ended, but the festivities have just begun. There's food, games, and vendors. It's going to be a great 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, Friendswood. Back to you at City Hall.
Thanks, Katie, and thanks to our photographer, Antonio, for bringing us unique looks at the Friendswood July 4th Grand Parade.
This is Cub Scout Pack 445, formed in Friendswood in 1966. They've been part of Friendswood for over 50 years. They meet Tuesday nights at 6:30 at the Friends Church.
Thank you to Mainline Glass for participating in our parade today.
There's the Boucher family riding in a currently restored 1949 CJ Willys Jeep. That restoration was performed by the entire family members. It took them over a year and a half to get that Jeep ready for today.
And next we have the Smart Choice Vending. It is a small local vending company in League City in Magnolia Creek, and they provide drinks and a snack vending service around the city.
That's Trail Life USA and American Heritage Girls on Float 111.
And they also have some boys who are involved in it as well.
The SRC crew. This is a group that has hunted together for over 30 years, and today they are joined by their kids. That is Scotty's Garage, mock-up of a Corvette there. They specialize in antique and hot rod restorations. If you'd like to take some pitching or some hitting lessons, you can talk to Strong Baseball Academy.
And next we have the Lunar Rendezvous Festival. The 2016-2017 Lunar Rendezvous Festival, reigning royals, Queen Madeline Chidester and Queen Alternate Alexa Trevino and Captain Alexandru Struce.
The Thin Blue Line Enforcement Motorcycle Club Space City Chapter is with us today. chapter has about 300 members in 5 different states. There's about 25 of them with us today. Wearing their colors, they're symbolic of the tools of law enforcement. It's their first time with us in the 4th of July parade. Let's welcome Galveston County Commissioner
Michelle Hatmaker.
Yes, she is running for that office. Michelle Hatmaker is running for that office.
And we have the Friendswood Tanning Club and Spa. Thank you for participating today.
That big old truck is sponsored by the Stovall Family. Remember the Alamo, folks. For many Americans and most Texans, the Battle of the Alamo has become a symbolic message of patriotism and sacrifice. Those key individuals that are featured in this float today are Davy Crockett, James Bowie, Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, William Barrett Travis, including a few other Texans. The
Lighthouse charity team has a great reputation here, and we are so thankful for all the work that they do in helping when there is an emergency. They are centered right here in Friendswood, but they support many emergency situations around the greater area as well as in other states as well. So we thank them for all that they do. This is the American spirit is deep in the heart of Texas. And look at all the children and their parents who are here on this float.
Now we can welcome the Rockin Riders. They're actually an online horse group of friends who get together. They trail ride, beach ride. They ride every chance they can get.
Now we have the Lone Star Riders. We have riders Sophia and Cameron. Sophia is on Gypsy, a 6-year-old quarter horse mare, and Cameron is on Boomer, an 8-year-old quarter horse gelding.
Penny Winston's riding with us today. She also has Caroline Peltier and her daughter Laura, representing a Friendswood Montessori school, established in 1979 by Henry and Betty Winston.
You know, Dave, we have so many people to thank for joining the 2017 Friendswood 4th of July Grand Parade. In addition to reporter Katie Malloy, we want to also thank photographer Antonio Cardenas.
Our audio engineer is James O'Brien. Our audio assistant is Alex Ellsbury.
We also have technical director Kylie Trotty. The Friendswood 4th of July Grand Parade is produced and directed by Jeff Newfer. I'm Laura Ewing.
And I'm Dave Smith. Thanks for joining us.
This has been a presentation of the City of Friendswood.